was a great experience, a very good platform for the upcoming entrepreneurs, business development people who are looking to connect and grow their business.
Business Gathering 2025, we had quality time together with the business owners and entrepreneurs.
I'm so happy to be invited to this Me2 Connect event here. The business gathering was fantastic.
Networking event has been useful for us to, in fact, to unearth many opportunities for my brand.
The event လေးကမြန်မာတွေအတွက်အရန်ကိုကောင်းတယ်။ဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲဆိုတော့ဒီမှာအသစ်သော business man တွေ business girl တွေနဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးသောအလုပ်တွေကို join နိုင်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အဲ့တော့အားလုံးရဲ့ good opportunity ရဖို့အတွက်
honored to be part of the panel speaker. It was an interesting session, connecting with a lot of new minds and new ideas.
Thank you so much, Me2 Connect. You are doing great work, great event.
We have other events coming up, which is the Business Leaders and Influencers Award on June 14th. So I request you all to join us.
It's a huge responsibility that in very less time I'll make them, all of them, share their whole life's wisdom in my some questions, and also I would like each one of you also to ask any question by raising your hand. I would love to take your questions. So friends, coming times are going to be very different ones because artificial intelligence and freelancing, as you all know, is going to overtake it all sectors. Here these are some masters and legendary people doing some good work in UAE, Dubai, and let us have their bit on artificial intelligence. And I hope, and it's my promise also, that you will network with somebody and so many which will really contribute to your business. And let's pray for this because you are investing your time with us. So yes, there is a lot of calculations which are going in our present world in every roles which we are playing. But yes, as a time doctor, we need to really master time. And when I say time, it is time management, it is inner mindset, it is your money, your financial GPS and energy. So without losing any more time, I would love to come to the first speaker. And she's so charming, and I just loved when she walked in, looking so gorgeous. And I was interacting with her since yesterday, and let me tell you, she was really very proactive and really a great communicator. So I want to ask you, in insurance, AI, what do you think, AI is the need of the hour, and especially in insurance sector? And please introduce yourself in a minute so that the audience again can have a recall and recap. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Naveen, and thanks to all of you for giving me this opportunity to sit here and talk to all of you. First of all, I have already introduced myself. Anyway, I am reintroducing myself, Shayanika Barua. I am in this industry since 2006. I was in life before, and then after coming to Dubai, I started doing general also. So right now I'm working as a marine and motor insurance manager in Honor Insurance Brokers. And at Honor Insurance Brokers, we are basically a one-stop solution for all your personal as well as business insurance needs under one trusted roof. So this is my introduction. For any insurance inquiries or any needs, you can contact us. Yes, as you asked me, AI. Yes, AI is a game changer in our industry. Because if you see, when it comes to risk assessment, AI is actually evolving because it can use different data sources like IoT, like social media, like satellite imagery to get the proper information, and they can quickly assess the risk, and accordingly they can provide us the pricing. So it is definitely saving time, and also it is giving us a proper solution very quickly and efficiently. So this is first thing. Secondly, when it comes to claim management, because when one claim is reported, a client has to go through multiple layers, right? They will report the claim to us or to the insurance company directly, and then insurance company will assess it, review it, they will come back to us with their requirements. Then if it is required, they will depute a surveyor. Surveyor will assess the loss, and it will go through different process, and then a lot of time it takes, and then to assess the risk. I just assess the cost and everything, and they will come back to us, and we go back to the client and inform them about the repair cost. So, but through AI, I have just read one article that AI can quickly, when they receive the pictures, they can quickly assess they can identify the damages in a vehicle, and they can quickly assess the loss, the repair estimate, which is very quick and very swift. So this kind of things definitely will lead to customer satisfaction, no doubt about it. And then when it comes to one more thing, what I have seen, that going further, probably because AI is evolving step by step. So going further, through AI probably will be able to generate more personalized products, because through the data available with the company, they might be able to identify the customer's need, their usage of a particular product or the company's requirement in a better way to provide the personalized solutions. So this kind of advantages we can see through AI.
Thank you. And saving time, she has really addressed it very well, because time is really valuable, more than money. Money can be really created, it is in abundance, but time is scarce. Thank you. So coming to my next speaker, and this is Dr. Deepa, and she's a parenting coach. So I want to ask you, how can AI tools support parents in understanding and managing the emotional and behavioral challenges teenagers are having right now, because you are working with teenagers?
Firstly, thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to come here and express my views about AI and how it's going to, positively and not so positively affect parenting, teenage mentoring. AI is a wonderful tool. When this topic was given to me, it took me back to my school days, when we used to be asked, science is a boon or a bane? How many of you can relate? Science is a boon or a bane? We had to write an essay on that during our school days. Today, it is AI a boon or a bane? So anything that comes out of the human brain is definitely a boon, knowing where to stop. That is the biggest challenge that we are facing. And coming to Dr. Nahid's question, how can AI help in parenting? Number one, we have a lot of habit trackers, time trackers, which are helping reduce our time in doing our professional tasks. So this helps us have more time on hand to give to our family and to our children. Number one. Number two, we are having many tests. Like recently I came across a test wherein we are able to AI-based SAT exams or the fingerprint analysis that I do. With this, we help understand what is the personality. How can we go about doing better parenting? And definitely there are many other apps which help us increase our own productivity. Now when it comes to parenting and me being a life coach, I prefer emotions. And that so far AI is not able to, because we humans are nothing but bundles of emotions. You all will agree to that. We need that personal connect, and that AI is helping us do. How? By doing other tasks, and then we can give the time to our family. But are we doing it is the question that we need to ask ourselves.
I've wonderfully taken this question, and just to summarize, like you were really saying that, you know, these children nowadays, we all, in fact, these children are small human beings, we are extra large human beings, so it is all human beings are coming in all sizes, the age which is here. Yes, we are human hormone machines, we are in the influence of hormones. So yes, you said brain mapping, it helps, and everybody needs a life coach. When I say this, I am sure all the people who are here believe they are in some other learning, and even I am personally. So thank you so much. So coming to my friend, I have really researched and got some questions. So yeah, for you. Please introduce yourself also. How is AI helping improve online shopping and customer experience in GCC specifically?
My name is Shant Kumar. My life has been in digital technology and e-commerce for 17 years. Britannia happened to be my GCC shift, whilst I head the global digital and e-commerce for Britannia international business, except India. It's the same Britannia which many of our Indians will have and will keep having as well. This is my 5th country. I've been working in my career ladder in cosmetics, in luxury and premium, in Europe, Shanghai, and a couple of US places. Coming to this question, so online shopping experience for us, we have seen AI, not only AI, even machine learning for, I'll talk from Britannia's standpoint and the food industry, FMCG especially. We would like to look into how we get a personalized methodology, not only from an AI, which is from content driven, but also from machine learning, which is data driven. We use advanced AI, machine learning tools, which is inbuilt, whilst an example which I give, like we Britannia, we have a merger with Google AI, Gemini as a platform. So we understand the key search from an e-commerce online standpoint, which is the half of the story. The other half of the story lies also from a digital standpoint, where, example, in a place like US, where we have got into TikTok shop, and we have used AI platforms to make sure that how we cater not only to Indian diaspora, where we have a lion's share in GCC. We are the 2nd largest amongst in GCC, Britannia, just for everybody's information. Apart from India, we have been number 1. We use AI tools most in gamifications and machine learning in understanding the data as well. For online especially, we make sure that how we provide the heterogeneous from various diaspora. That could be not only Indian, that could be Asian diaspora, and any diaspora, giving the taste and palette and Britannia's offering to the consumers from the e-commerce or an online standpoint. That's how we keep churning data internally, and we work with e-commerce, quick commerce, C2C commerce players, right from China to US, including GCC especially, because in this market quick commerce is booming a lot, and which is very, very important. So here we work with Ninja for Saudi, over here we work with Noon. So make sure that consumers have a new experience, cross categories or something like that for us.
Thank you. And personally, this is my experience to share that my younger brother, real brother, he's from IIT Mumbai. He just switched from his civil engineering career at the age of 35. He has machine learning in Australia. So this is everywhere the rapid progression it is happening. So if any of you are feeling and thinking that what a new career or a new learning, yes, what he said really makes sense. Thank you so much. So now my next dear friend, and when I met him, I was looking at you on LinkedIn. So you are running multiple businesses, right? And my first question to you was,
How are you so calm?
Yeah, this was my first, like the energy connect which I had with him while he's running so many businesses. He'll introduce himself. So he's a right person to tell each one of us how can the audience, our people, can grow faster and smarter with AI. Very specifically 1, 2, 3. What can we take as an action back from this networking?
So my name is Shri Hari Prahlad. I have about 3 decades of experience in running multiple businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm running my 8th, 9th and 10th companies, sold all the previous companies. All throughout my 25 years I've been in AI. The last company I sold was building AI products, which I can say is being used in ADNOC, in Emirates, in Diva, in most of the companies here. And we sold that off to an American AI company again. Currently, I'm busy trying to integrate AI into a food ordering application called FoodZap, which is going to start taking your orders directly by talking to your phone. You no longer need to go to a menu, you no longer need to do anything. So the digital waiter that you find in the restaurant is going to be in your house. So that's what we're trying to do. The very first demonstration is already available for public. If you go to our WhatsApp number, FoodZap, I'll leave a few cards here. Just go there and say, I'd like to order from Kailash Parbat, and take the experience. All right. So coming back to AI itself, it's a very difficult topic to sum up in a very short time span like this, but I would like to split it into 2 categories. AI for our benefit and AI for our harm, which we are not aware. And I'll tell you why. Anything that rapidly progresses today is going to suspend its harmful effects from the attention of the general public. A quick example. How many of you smoke here? You smoke. You smoke. Anybody in the audience? Or you don't want to admit? That's fine. If you are smoking, we all know smoking is injurious. Yes? Why are we doing it? Any good answers? The smokers will give some answers, the non-smokers will give some more answers. Why am I bringing this analogy? I'll quickly connect this to AI. When smoking first came into existence, for the first 30 to 40 years of smoking, you know the ads for smoking where actually the protagonist in the ad was a doctor wearing a coat. Go to the Camel ads of smoking, wearing a coat with an advertisement saying, we have looked at 2,200 people. They've all been smoking Camel cigarettes for the last 3 months. Nothing has happened. Continue smoking. This is the best thing that can happen to mankind is cigarette. Please smoke, right? This was 1930s. Until 1991, I remember my dad used to smoke in the flight. It was allowed to smoke in the flight until 1991. Right? No, you probably must have. Yeah. So, what is really happening is when there is a rapid progression of something that comes with enormous economical benefit, you tend to suspend judgment against what it could do to your mental fatigue or to any other physical harm per se, right? So that's one thing I just want to highlight. AI certainly is taking away your attention. Right at this moment, that gentleman is on the phone. That small, beautiful girl is on the phone, right? I saw a lot of them on the phone behind as well. You ladies were also on the phone. You guys were talking, you were on the phone, right? So why wouldn't you honor your attention to the people that are sitting here? And it is not your fault. It It is not your fault. There are very clever algorithms that are written using AI, vector databases. Now we talk about RAG AI, RAG Gen AI. All sorts of things are coming today. And what is the intention and purpose behind it is to try and take your attention away so that they get money in return. I was talking to her, she said money is not my thing, right? But for the rest of the world. So the top three things, and I'll conclude. As far as AI is concerned today, it is all about attention mongering, right? AI is being used to track your habits so that they can take up your attention. That's the first thing that we need to be aware of. The second thing we need to be aware of, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are all rapidly going into usage of AI in their day-to-day lives. They are moving so fast that they make all of us sitting here look old. Of course, barring from the fact, sir, you have grey hair. Of course, I'm also having a little bit of grey hair, the rest of them. But barring from that fact, I'm not talking of physical age. I'm talking of the gap is actually widening very rapidly. That's the second thing to keep in mind. Third thing, something positive about AI, right? AI today is able to churn and look at what all information is available out there, everywhere across the internet, and distill that and summarize it for you, right? I'm not just talking of ChatGPT. I'm talking about the next movie when you watch Netflix, the set of recommendations that come up. It is also AI. When you order something, the related products that are coming up is also AI. When you order something, the supplementary thing, suppose if you buy a dog, you will start getting ads about grooming. Suppose if you marry, I don't want to say what ads you will get, but you will, right? So the fact is, it is helping to gather behavioral patterns, not for any other end, but just because we could sell more biscuits, for like Shan said, more biscuits, or I could sell better restaurants to you, right? So there's always an ulterior motive. I'm sorry, this forum was not probably meant for this, but I thought I should bring up some of the harmful impacts as well. But I'll rest my case there. I'm happy to talk to you after this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, because even this aspect is so important. So I want to ask if anybody would like to give a try. When Netflix founder was asked, who is your biggest enemy? What was the answer? Can anybody from the audience please guess? Anybody, speakers also. Biggest enemy, I think he knows. I'll give him the mic. Okay. Anybody just shout out. Biggest enemy of Netflix is You have tried, I want to congratulate you, but it starts with S. It is sleep. They don't want you to sleep. And here, because you have raised something very powerful, and thank you. So I would love to recommend the audience and everybody a movie, Social Dilemma. It's a very good movie. Please write the name, and it's freely available. Or you can ask me and see this movie. It's like what he's saying. This is just like cigarette, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, the mobile thing. Yeah. Now my last, the speaker, and he's really one of the major contributors here, Mr. Kishore Kumar. So welcome to you. You are not last, but you have that impact now, which you can do. Like what? Just introduce yourself and how AI do you see as you help small businesses also. So, like, what is your thought on this subject? Over to you.
I'm Kishore. I'm the founder and resident for MindPixel Solutions. So, what I do is, in a nutshell, I help people bring up their imagination to reality using 3D technology and VR technology and all. So, that's in a nutshell. So, I don't want to get into detail now. It will be boring. So, anyway, first of all, thanks, Dr. Nidhi, thank you. And I'm actually a little bit worried about smoking right now because the way you...
I would be glad if you quit it.
Because being a smoker, I can say that, yeah, I'm going to quit, but it's not easy. So it's just like AI. the example which you gave for AI, you are using your phone. Same example you mentioned. It's an addiction. AI, the term AI, it's been like, I know, in everybody's mind. Even the kids know AI. But what exactly AI does or can help them or can ruin them, nobody's talking about. So, as Mr. Prahlad mentioned earlier, before, it has two aspects. I mean, it has two phases. Like one is negative and one is positive. So, if you're taking the positive aspect, it helps you reduce your work. Like previously, I'm a very good book reader. I love reading. So earlier, it took me some time. Let's say, like if I'm starting to read a book, it will take at least a week for me to finish it up. But with the help of AI, certain generative AIs and all, if I type in the name of a particular book and ask what is it, just summarize it for me. It will give immediately within seconds the entire context of the book. So I don't have to read it. But again, what I'm losing is, I'm losing that imagination to where that book takes me to. So I'm not over there. But again, another context, it's saving me time. So I'll give you an example, for many of you might have used BlackBerry phone. So earlier they were the leaders in phone. So what happened was, they had a thought that nobody can compete against it. That's when iPhone came. Then again Google used Android phones and all this stuff. So they still didn't want to compete because their network was much more secure and they believed that people would be using their phones just for the sake of security. But things changed, and at a certain point of time, they had to go out of business. So if you ask me about if AI is good or bad, it's both. But how you use it, that depends. So personally, I would prefer to have a good meal at a restaurant rather than becoming a certain meal on a menu. So if you want to stay ahead in the future, learn certain skills, and learning those skills, AI can help you a lot. Just like Dr. Naeem mentioned that brother is learning a lot of new things. So personally, even though I work in IT, but my education is not into IT. This is something I learned while on the job. So people like me, they want to learn something new. Even I can learn how to build an aircraft using AI. You don't need an aeronautical engineering to become an. So these are some of the key factors which you can utilize for your good and for your harm. So how you utilize it, it depends upon you. So I would say that it's always better to learn the skills and utilize it in a positive way rather than making yourself lazy and not trying out new things. AI would help you in trying out new things, just like the app which was mentioned earlier, Sprints app. And there are a lot of innovations happening within this particular field. So I would suggest that everybody should go with the AI trend. But one thing everyone should keep in mind is that people say that AI is the future, AI is the future. I wouldn't say that AI is the future, because AI is the present. It's happening right now. The evolution which is going to happen, that is something unpredictable. Because just as you mentioned, the way it's moving fast, that is something unpredictable. We cannot know what is going to happen. But yes, it has given us a lot of things which we didn't imagine earlier, or maybe in the present also. But because everybody might have used that Ghibli image, they might have tried. So when you try that, you have a certain smile on your face. When the cartoon appears about yourself and all, you have that certain smile. So that creates a positive thing that you want to learn something new. Immediately you will be trying out some other tools as well. How will it look in different tools? So the more you try to explore, AI will be able to help you out in a positive way, if you use it in a positive way. The proper, the prompt that you use, that completely depends on the output, what you get. So yeah, AI has its own positives and negatives.
Thank you, and I want that, thank you for the applause because he really deserves. And one thing is your honesty. It really took a lot of courage when you just, you were honest about your smoking. This means it shows your authenticity, which is rare. So you are a rare jewel, yes? And yes, if you want, how many of you want to be billionaires? Raise your hands. Raise. Yeah. So he said about reading the book. You already have a lot of wealth, the human love, which you are getting. So, billionaire in terms of money. So you said something very valuable for the audience, which is book. So recently I saw that you have to read 2 books in a week if you want to be a billionaire. And then I thought I'm an auditory person. Reading doesn't come so easily. So yes, your summary, and I have started reading book. So thank you for sharing it. And now audience, let us, we will have just 1 second given to our speaker to answer your questions. So anybody of you, you can choose the speaker. 2 questions I will take from the audience.
What does creativity got to do with AI? Normally what happens, a child, creativity, a lot of these things happen, right? With the child, the creativity. Now with AI coming in, as he rightly said, I just have to say that, type the word, please write a resume for me, it does everything for me. I don't have to think anything. Write a recipe for me, it does for me. Right? So many things. Right now, AI is being used for many other things as well. So what is now happening to creativity, child psychology and other stuff?
Before I answer, I would like, most of your parents here, I was like, do your children say, we are getting bored, what to do? Yes? We are getting bored, what to do? Because they are so addicted to the gadgets, they don't know how to get bored. The solution to this is just let them be. Let them lie down, stare at the ceiling, and then after some time, the creative juices will start flowing. Boredom is the first step to creativity. And when we say that we put a prompt to AI and they instantly give us the creative writing of the topic or a recipe, that is where it's killing the creativity. Now coming to reading books, yes, sometimes even I refer to the summary of books, but that loses the pleasure of reading, learning new words, putting them to use. We all, when we were in school during the summer vacations, we were given cursive writing 1 page a day. How many of you remember? Yes? We were given? Why? There is a connection. Because when we write, it gets stored in our subconscious, and when we need it, it comes out. When we read and then we make a summary of a particular book, they used to give in school, one of English and one of Hindi. Read this and just summarize it. There we used to bring out the new words, our own expression. The topic may be the same, but then the perspectives differ from individual to individual depending upon their own life experiences. So there is when the creativity comes out, how beautifully you can, amalgamate your own life experiences and write about a certain thing. And sitting here, if I say AI and emotions, they don't go. If I ask Dr. Nahid or I ask Shan sir, share your experiences, how was your life journey? Or I ask sir here, Prahlad sir, about his journey of entrepreneurship, he'll have so much to share, so much which no AI can give you. With the emotions, the mentoring that they can do to the children, that creativity that they can bring out, so far AI has not been able to capture. What they have done is, it's a psychological trap. They are giving the dopamine kick to children or to the adults likewise. That is the reason we are just scrolling, mindlessly scrolling without realizing that we have given ourselves to the hands of the AI. And that is where mindfulness and awareness comes to the picture, that this is the place we need to draw the boundaries and step out of this screen world and go into the real world and interact. And that is where I tell parents, first you need to put boundaries and time limits to your screen, and that is when children will follow you. Thank you. I hope I was able to answer.
Thank you. So are kids not being creative using AI and so on?
So the question, the creativity with AI, it is a very different and a very unique topic. I am a musician. I'm an award-winning music director. I give music to a lot of movies and dramas and stuff. When you go to create music, there is no music today that is not copied. Take it in writing. There are so many AI applications that can create a music for your mood. If I simply say this is the scene, I want sad music, I will get sad music. Now the question comes, why should anybody learn music? Why should I even learn an instrument? Right? Barring what doctor was mentioning, of course, the journey and experience and everything else. But bear in mind, when you come into creative subjects, you're entering the world which already has a rich tapestry of experience already done by people and existing. Art, music, book writing. You take any creative realm, there are people that have been doing this for thousands of years. So anything you do, I can sue you for plagiarism. I can do that, right? But end of the day, it is your personality that drives creativity. So do not take creativity for something that needs to be compared. By definition, creativity does not have boundaries. So therefore, it does not subject itself to the scrutiny of comparison. So don't bother about it. The very fact that this question is coming is because you're comparing your creativity to something else, and therefore you think you have less of it. Who said so? And by the way, who says you can't be creative with AI? Who said that? That's not true either. So like he was mentioning, it's an evolution. We don't know what future holds. But certainly it holds something that is only going to be more creative than what we have today.
So next speaker I would request to to answer, because every speaker is here with his or her flavors. So 30 seconds. Let us, because networking also has to be there. So I want to give you a good news. As human beings, we have 6 brain tools in us: intelligence, innovation, memorization, and so we are creative as human beings, the right brain activity. But why like this has become a challenge? Because school system is more on the left brain, logical. So running 15 years a kindergarten school and being a neuroeducationist, we have that creativity. It is just as Dr. Deepa said, that writing, yes, writing and brain is related. The brain has to slow down to your writing. So this makes a lot of sense to become creative. One of these steps. Yeah, I think I took more time, so I will give you more time. So you can also please add what he was asking, like in very short, whatever you can contribute, as 2 more people are there to give their valuable.
We have done AI and ML in both horizontal and vertical integration, which we call it as digital transformation. Horizontal integration, cutting across different departments, right from legal documentation, how does it save time and improve productivity, to also from manufacturing side, how do we lessen the wastages, how a P&L becomes more healthier across. The reason being is that apart from India, we have global manufacturing plants in different countries, including in Africa as well, or many other places. So for us, that is one more thing. In marketing, it has played a very pivotal role in terms of content. Because every consumer perceives content in a different manner. So we are able to reach using social media and plus our amalgamation of content. Because we have tied up with Meta on the other side, we are tied up with Douyin in China, and this side also with Snapchat. So we use that to the best. Influencers, we use AI-driven mechanisms which makes our life, because there's a huge team which is sitting in decision making. It has helped us in those corners, and obviously in product as well. Because once we come to know consumer preferences, tastes and everything, we are developing. We have recently launched based on AI experiences. We have launched in UAE a product called Chompers. Okay, and that's based on how kids basically would like to have that during the munching time and all those things. So it's an on. And we also are working on agentic AI and all those advanced technologies, which we have to adapt for sure. There's no other go for us.
So this was Mr. Shant Kumar, Head of Digital and E-Commerce GCC. And during the networking, you can really connect with him more. And the next question comes to Mr. Kishore Kumar.
So, like in our topic mentioned, so we all know this is an AI-driven web, fast-driven web. So we call Gen Z or the new generation or the old generation. So we cannot go without AI also. So how? That's the main question. So there is advantage and there is disadvantage. So how it depends? How we have to go forward? What is your channel of vision in that? How this AI and all can balance and go forward? So I would like to hear more about that from you.
I would say don't be lazy. When you say balance, people want easy solution for everything. So just like we were discussing about the imagination and all, people are lacking. They're not spending any time to just listen to people or maybe use their brain actually. So if they have a problem, just like you mentioned, if a job seeker wants to create a resume, they're not putting anything into it. The effect what it brings is when he gets a call from a recruiter and he asks the person, can you describe yourself? He won't be able to describe himself because he doesn't know what he really is. So he's
got another AI screen in front of him when he's answering.
Correct. I mean, even companies are there. There are AI bots who do the cold calling for them. So you don't need a person. So what's happening is like people are not developing their skills. So what requires is like you need to, if you want to run the race. I mean, I won't say the rat race, but again, if you want to run in the race, at least try to walk first, then run. So if you're wanting to balance using the AI skills and all, try to find out what you want to learn or what your niche is. Then try to sharpen those skills using the help of AI, rather than depending on it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have one more question to Chaya ma'am. So, see, I'm from the logistics industry mostly. If you know me from the events, but definitely I'm in the logistics most. So there is a lot of risk factors when we do logistics. War is happening, and so sometimes floods, and sometimes many things are happening. So insurance has a big role in that. So now, in the fast-driven or in the export-import world, how insurance plays with the AI to help this logistics or supply chain or whatever business now going?
As a marine manager, because I have been handling marine since 2012, and it is very, very important that when you are shipping your goods from one place to another, your shipment is adequately covered. Because you know that the current situation, everywhere, sorry to say this, war is happening. So to protect your cargo, your goods from any kind of unforeseen events, you should get your shipments covered, whether irrespective of the mode of the shipment, it might be by air, by ship, or by land. And not only that, as you are asking, because that's why I'm mentioning, not only cargo shipment, because we deal with single shipments as well as marine open cover, which is a blanket facility, which can cover multiple shipments happening in a month or in a year. Apart from that, for logistic providers, we have other liability insurances also, like freight forwarders liability, hauliers liability, stevedores liability, cargo handlers liability. When the insurance companies are paying the claims to the customer, many times it happens that the claim amount is very, very high, and the sole responsibility lies on the cargo handlers or the shipping company or the logistic company. And then after getting the recovery rights from them, they go and sue the insurance. Definitely the insurance company can take the recovery right and they get the recovery recover the amount from the shipping company. So they also should have one particular policy which can take care of this kind of secondary claims, which are like liability. I mean, as I said, liability insurance you should have. Coming to his question, AI and integration of AI. I myself is a poet and I love to write short stories which are being published in my own language, in my own place. So as Mr. Kishore said, Dr. Deepa said, and all the panelists have discussed about it. I would like to add on only one point. Because I do write, I never took help from AI, because as she says that creativity and AI don't go well together. However, I have read somewhere that creativity can go to a different level when you take the help from AI, but it cannot, the original thing cannot come from AI. When you are writing something, you just give an instruction, write a poem. That soul, that emotion is missing in that particular piece. Right, so by using the AI, you can polish the language, but you cannot bring that soul in that writing. My husband is also a sports writer. I have never seen him using AI, because whatever he writes, it comes from inside. It is not that AI can help him to write the kind of pieces he writes. So it can go to a different level when you amalgamate AI plus your creativity.
I would like to thank such a lovely speakers which we had here. Chayanika Barua, insurance manager. She's specialist in marine and motor fleet. And we had Dr. Deepa. She is a life and parenting coach, specifically like she deals teenager parenting. And then we have Shant Kumar. You are head of digital and e-commerce, GCC. We have with us Kishore Kumar, who helps small businesses. And last, my friend just next to me, Shri Hari Prahalad, who is an entrepreneur himself, innovator and a corporate trainer.